Keep it. Yeah, that's fine. That'll be okay. I was gonna say that on YouTube. You haven't switched the sound on the to the Roadcaster, have you? Okay. Now how does the sound? How does it sound? To, how far? Bring it down just a little bit then. Yeah. Well, I mean, no, I don't know. You tell me. I'm not seeing anything. You tell me if it's too high or too low. Okay, that's fine. So, we haven't done this in what, 2 weeks? And then we got sick too the first week. Wait. And Brian was coughing and his coughing got in the way. What in the world's been happening? What the world has been going happening on? I just hope the movie doesn't have anything to do with gender identity. Measles case continued to rise in rural parts of West Texas. With, oh yeah, that's, you cannot see my face. Awkward. All right, where was I? Measles case continued to rise in rural parts of West Texas with 124 confirmed. Confirmed what? 124 what? That could mean anything. Cases. Rachel Maddow, staff to be let go as part of the NBC overhaul, leading network stars criticizing management for decision to cancel show hosted by non-white anchors. Yeah, get rid of her. She's not of color. Ukraine officials says terms of minerals deal agreed with the U.S. That was 4 days ago. That was before the Trump and Zelensky argument. I don't know. That guy that was arguing with that other guy. Deutsche releases update wallet received with more discrepancies. MH370 search for missing Malaysian Airlines flight resumes after 11 years. What are you going to find after 11 years? Yeah. Yeah. This should be interesting. 11 years, they're going to find something. You think they're going to find something after 11 years of planes been missing? What do you think they're going to find? I'm not paying $15 just to read a stupid news. A new search, huh? Yeah, but I'm not paying. Because it asked me if I wanted to pay $15. A new search for Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 has been launched more than a decade after the plane went missing in one of the aviation's greatest enduring mysteries. Maritime exploration firm Oceans Infinity has resumed the hunt for the missing plane, Malaysia Transport Minister Anthony Loke said on Tuesday. Loke told reporters the contract details between Malaysia and the firm were still being finalized, but welcomed the proactiveness of Oceans Infinity to deploy their ships to begin the search for the plane, which went missing in March 2014. Details about how long the search would last had not been negotiated yet. He said he also did not provide details about when exactly the British firm had restarted its hunt. MH370's disappearance from the radar shortly after taking off from Kuala Lumpur airports March 2014. It was bound for Beijing with 12 crews and 227 passengers on board. The plane has never been found and the reasons for its disappearance is unknown. Some may say it was aliens who took it. Okay, well that's good if they find it, but I don't. How are they? Well, I mean, I don't know. These people can get under the ocean, but it's big. Think they'll find it? Maybe we'll read about it in the near future. Maybe. Probably. Maybe. Prosecutors say golden toilet was stolen from English palace in audacious raid. Trump had a golden toilet. That's how much money they have. They could shit on gold.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. You have sounds for that, you know. Prosecutors say golden toilet was stolen from English palace in audacious raid.
Okay.
It was not your typical smash and grab burglary, and the booty was precious. What? It was not your typical smash and grab burglary, and the booty was precious. The toilet was more than its weight in gold. The one of its kind 18-karat gold toilet was swiped in under 5 minutes from Blenheim Palace, the sprawling English country mansion where British wartime leader Winston Churchill was born. In the pre-dawn hours of September 14, 2019, a prosecutor told jurors Monday. Attorney Gillian Christopher said in his opening statement on Oxford Crown Court that it was an audacious raid. One of the 3 men on trial in the case of the purloined potty was involved in stealing it, and other 2 helped to sell the spoils. The toilet has never been recovered, but it's believed to have been cut up and sold. I mean, yeah. Yeah, they turned it into other stuff now. The satirical work entitled America by Italian conceptual artist Maurizio Catalan poked fun at excessive wealth. It gained just over 250 pounds, 98 kilograms, and it was insured for 4.8 million pounds, 6 million. The value of the gold at the time was 2.8 million, $3.5 million. It is a lot. Not kind, that is a lot. The piece had previously been on display at the Gutenberg, whatever, however you read that. No, that's a German word. Anyways, shit. That's a good come up. But they didn't get away they didn't get away with it. Imagine it's not them. The person that did it got away with it. Just imagine. That would suck. South Korea's birth rate rises for the first time in 9 years among mid-surge on marriage. They're having more kids. That's not what this says. It's The Guardian. We believe The Guardian. I don't know if that's Leviosa. Really? BP shuns renewables in return to oil and gas. Shuns renewables in return to oil and gas. Well, Colombian police catch a man smuggling packets of cocaine under toupee. It was a sad day because he got caught. So he thought he could get away. I think he had already done it previously. The Colombian police apprehended a 40-year-old man attempting to smuggle several bags of cocaine concealed beneath a meticulous attached toupee. Police said the suspect was detained at the Cartagena airport on Monday as he prepared to board a flight to Amsterdam. A scanner revealed a hidden cargo, 220 grams of cocaine, packaged in small bags strategically. Okay. Police estimate the street value of the drugs at approximately 10,000 euros in the European market. Quack, 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 quack. You got caught. You should do the sound after I read the title of the article. The U.S. then the U.S. and the U.S. East and Gulf Coast dock workers ratify new 6-year contract. Yeah, so the union can get more money because that's what we're advertising. No, that shouldn't be. That should be a raging one because we don't like unions. More than 45,000 U.S. dock workers represented by the International Longshoremen's. What about women that are in that? Huh? That's not inclusive. Longshoremen Association ratified a new 6-year contract on Tuesday, formalizing a deal that offers bumper pay hikers and adverts. What happened?
Live restricted for some audience. Have a restricted reason regarding good content.
What is it? What are you talking about? What does it say?
Live visibility restricted. Your life is not eligible. Recommend action. What the hell? Community always discussing drugs. Oh, it's because of what you said about cocaine too much.
Más porque estaba leyendo el artículo que decía cocaína, ya me restringió. Is there any way to appeal?
It didn't give you the option to appeal it.
Ugh, whatever. I hate TikTok.
Should be banned.
You know what? Take me out of TikTok. Let's go to Instagram. Fuck TikTok. TikTok. Hold on. Don't take it. Don't end it. Cancel it. Cocaine. Drugs are bad. Huh? TikTok sucks. TikTok can go die in the future.
Just read it.
I'm not reading anything. It's not going to put me out anymore. Just take me out. Turn me over on Instagram. Me avoid the TikTok. Voy a estar en Instagram. See what I mean? What can you do with that? Go back on it? Look at it again? What does it say?
Live restricted for some audience.
The same thing it said?
No, this was the one that I was reading earlier.
Yeah, okay. Well, take us out of TikTok and let's go. Yeah, end it. I hate TikTok, really. I really do. I cannot stand it. Because it has good videos and everybody is there. Yeah, there's funny content. Do that. Open. I can't see what you're doing over there. Do it there. Go. No. Yeah, hit the plus. And now hit live. Hold on. That's it. It'll be okay. Oh yeah, it's like 10 seconds delayed. Good. We're done. What's going on? Ah, okay. We're here. We're not queers. But we're here because TikTok restricted us. Screw TikTok. We're done. We're over it. We're never going back. But we're never doing lives on TikTok ever again. Yeah.
Since TikTok likes to target us.
Yeah, anything I post, somebody gets offended. Anything I say, somebody gets offended. I cannot stand that. Yeah, that's exactly what it does. Like, see, I'm not even saying anything about drugs other than reading the article. And then they just decide, oh, well, you can't say that word. Yeah, well, there's other weird people doing weird stuff. That's okay.
You know what's very funny?
What is it?
Before we even did this, there was a lot of people that started talking about crack.
Yeah, see, they even do that. First measles death is reported in the West Texas outbreak that infected more than 120 people. I've been. That's an ad. Protesters take aim at Abdurrah drones and weapons plant near Columbus. Iran's near bomb grade uranium stock jumps. See, we should have bought stocks in this. Iran, but that's an Iranian company. Ooh, that's not good. Border Patrol agents board bus carrying New Mexico students to swim meets. SWAT team raids the wrong Denver apartment and traumatizes 2 young girls, lawsuit says. Well, that's what I was telling you yesterday. They do something they're not allowed to do, we win. So those people are going to win some money off of that lawsuit. Yes. Cha-ching's correct. Louisiana State Police captain arrested for DWI after allegedly running red lights, crashing into Baton Rouge police car. Ooh. Well, he would have gotten away if he didn't crash, but he crashed. Oh well. Michelle Trachtenberg dead at 39. Whoever the fuck that is. Not really. Trump's administration creates a registry for immigrants who are in the U.S. illegally. Dun, dun, dun. Yes. Pope shows slight improvement after what's the word I'm looking for? Breathing his own vomit. Yeah, he did. Pope shows slight improvement in health before 13th night in the hospital. Congress demands investigation of ICE prosecutors running racist X account. Exclusive, the full text of the U.S.-Ukraine mineral deal. We need to know what minerals we're getting for America. So let's read. Kyiv Independent. Kyiv Independent has obtained from a source of the Ukrainian government the full text of the mineral deal agreement between the U.S. and Ukraine and is publishing the text in full. Kyiv and Washington agreed on a deal on February 25. The negotiations around the deal have fueled tensions between U.S. President Donald Trump and President Volodymyr Zelensky. In the past week, the U.S. has reportedly put forth 3 proposals, of which the first 2 have been returned down by the Ukrainian side for not including security agreements, even as Washington's ramped up the pressure. Well, whatever. We really don't care about that. They panhandled in Hemeth for the boy's funeral, but police called it a scam. See, I told you, this is near home. I told you. Remember those people that were asking for money over there in the corner? That's fake news. Yeah, probably. The appeal tugged at the heart. A white poster featuring a photograph of a sad-eyed boy. Goddamn ads. Sad-eyed boy read a funeral. Alex, for 10-year-olds, died in a car crash. God bless. The emotional appeal for donations apparently made by the 2 people at Sanders and Stetson Avenue in Hemeth on Sunday, February 23rd, has tugged on some people's wallets. The pair had collected $194 as of the noon that day from passerbys. Captain Mike Moot said. But the solicitation ended with the panhandlers handcuffed in the back of a patrol car after police determined the photograph of Alex was actually printed from a website in Romania that reported the disappearance of a little boy there in 2011. Pieces of shit. The news article stated that a child was missing for the day and found at a local park, not involved in a traffic collision causing his death. Hemeth police said in the news release. Motorists had called 911, reported the pair walking in and out of traffic prohibited by the municipal law. Civil surveillance camera recorded them getting in the car and leaving. See, that's how they found him. Police found the car and pulled it over on suspicion of violation of a vehicle code. See, they found a reason to pull him over. Spokeswoman Judith Gibson said, adding that she didn't know the specifics vehicular offense. The police questioned the suspect, 38-year-old woman, and a 29-year-old man. 29-year-old man with the same last name, and the pair could not agree on who the boy was or where he had died. The two were booked into the jail on suspicion of theft by false pretense, conspiracy, and for panhandling disordered conduct. They posted $5,000 bail each and were released. County jail records show they are scheduled to appear in court in May. See, people do that, and then that's why some people don't believe when it's like a real thing. I guess you have to make that call. Tulsi Gabbard fires more than 100 intelligence officers over messages in a chat tool. What are you guys doing? Damn, son. We need that one. Write it down. We need that. Daughter indicted for allegedly killing mother with morphines in Evans. Oh, wow. FDA meeting to choose flu vaccine compositions canceled without explanation. Oh, well, are they going to get sued? Can they get sued now? No, because everybody signed that waiver when they were getting the shot. So, good luck. Elon Musk Starlink in line for deal with FAA, raising potential ethical concerns. Measles cases confirmed in Kentucky. Oh, it's moving. Man with violent extremist ideology charged with possession of being a PDF file. Tate brothers leave Romania and jet bound for the U.S., sources tell BBC. Why is that news? Why is that news? I don't care. 2 deaths now reported in the Texas measles outbreak. Ooh, it's getting bad. It's getting bad. You see how it's getting... Stop. You see how it's getting worse at every article? Sheriff Gene Hackman. Huh?
Why have we been missing them? Because something big must have happened to cause all that.
I don't know. Indian doctor removes teen's parasitic twin in rare surgery. Parasitic twin. Weird. Teens remove teen's parasitic twin in a rare surgery. White House bars AP Reuters and other medias from covering Trump's cabinet meeting. AP Reuters bars. Does that mean? What does the bars mean? I don't know what bars means. No, I think if I'm taking a wild guess, it means kick them out, probably. Exclusive. More than 1,000 Syrians died in an airport prison under Assad, report said. Is it true? I don't know. I wasn't there, so could be a lot. Oh, shit. You should have turned off my microphone when you see me sneezing like that so it doesn't sound. Instagram users report a flood of graphic and violent content. Instagram has been getting banned. Yeah, pigs. Fat people are talking. Meta says it fixed error after Instagram users report a flood of graphic and violent content. Meta has fixed an error that caused some users to see content in their Instagram Reels feed that should not have been recommended. A spokesperson. Did you see how correct this? How? What's the word I'm looking for? Well, yeah, but politically correct they are being. Spokesperson for the company said it comes after users took social media to complain about a sudden wave of recommended content that included violent images. Probably. There were people fighting. Hmm. North Korea opens to a group of international travelers for the first time in years. Yeah, I saw something about that. People actually went. They have apps. They have apps, but everything that they have, it's a version for them from over there. But they don't have social media. They have phones. They have technology, but they don't have access to the internet like we do. Well, well, who's to say that we have free internet, or are we just watching what they want us to watch? Probably, more than likely. But let's read. North Korea opens to a group of international travelers for the first time in years. North Korea, a small group of foreigners, tourists have visited North Korea in the past week, making them the first international travelers to enter the country in 5 years, except for the group of Russian tourists who went to the north last year. The latest trip indicates North Korea may be gearing up for the full resumption of international tourism to bring in much needed foreign currency to revive its struggling economy, experts say. The Beijing-based travel company Koryo Tour said it arranged a 5-day trip from February 20th to February 24th for 13 international tourists to the northeast North Korea border city of Razon, where the country's special economy zone is located. Only economy is located. Koryo Tours. Stop. Koryo Tour General. I'm reading the name. That's the name of this tour agency. It's Koryo. Don't. Numbers of Americans filing for unemployment benefits rise 242,000, highest level in 3 months. That's Trump's fault. Pro-Palestine protesters at Bernard College forced entry into campus hall and injure employees, school says. Yeah, but that's okay. They should have all those police around there should have grabbed their batons or whatever they're called and started whacking heads. Like those people in what's the word? What's the place? Yeah, those people, the Bash Seals. Yeah, there's some native, but that's what they eat. So I mean, they go hunting for seals, and it's. I don't think they're allowed anymore. Now that I say that, they're probably not allowed anymore. Anyways, investors and farm equipment maker Deere reject anti-DEI resolutions. Oh, because John Deere has that on lock. If you have farm equipment, it sucks. Because you can't do any repairs on the equipment without them. Because they have codes that they got to put in the computer. So you can get in there and fix whatever needs to be fixed. Former Twin Cities school employee used AI to create abuse material. Damn bastards. Consumers, What? Damn. Well, we do. Write it down. You better write it down. Okay. So we can remember. Andrew Tate and brother lands in the U.S. from Romania after travel bans lifted. I mean, if I would have been banned for a place unfairly, I wouldn't want to go back there. So I don't know what the hell they're doing here, first of all. Second of all, I really don't care. Woman caught trying to plant explosive devices at Tesla dealership. Wait a minute. So this is funny. Okay, this is funny. It says woman caught trying to plant explosive device at Tesla dealership, but it's the face of a dude. It probably identifies itself as a woman, unless that's a woman with a strong chin, with like a chin like what's that guy? Yeah. Women, I don't think this is a woman, to be honest, but I really don't care how you identify yourself. Just let me read this article. In Colorado has been arrested after police caught it with explosives at a Tesla dealership, police said. The 40-year-old suspect Lucy Grace Nelson was arrested on Monday after the Loveland Police Department launched an extensive investigation on January 29 following a series of vandalizations with incendiary devices at the Tesla dealership in Loveland, Colorado, according to a statement from the police released on Wednesday. Remember, YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's why I only played a clip of it.
Okay. Measles outbreaks in New Jersey reports 3 cases among unvaccinated. You should have vaccinated yourself. High-level EU-US diplomats talks are called off as transatlantic tensions rise. Who cares? Man in a burning car threw hammer before deputies shot him. What? Let's read what happened here. This is kind of local too, by the way. Yeah, this is in Temecula. Recordings from the Riverside County Sheriff Deputy's body-worn camera released on Tuesday, February 25th shows a deputy shooting a man after he threw an object while sitting in a car he had set ablaze. He turned his car on fire. On the recording of January 8th's confrontation in Temecula, narrated by Sheriff Chad Bianco, the man is heard refusing to get out of the car while insulting deputies. The object was a foot-long hammer. Oh, that's dangerous, right? The man identified, it's regular hammer. The 33-year-old San Diego resident Christian Alejandro Rodriguez survived the shooting. Rodriguez pleaded not guilty on January 15 to charges of assault with a deadly weapon on police officers, resisting arrest, arson, and cruelty to animal. All felony Superior Court record shows he was being held in lieu of $500,000 bail at Coes and Burr Detention Center in French Valley. He is next due to court on April 10th. Oh, he's going to jail. Well, see how you're not free? You can't set your car on fire. You can't set your own car on fire because you'll go to jail.
There's some legal stuff still here, buddy.
Everything we know about the mysterious illness in Congo as experts explore causes. Let's see what this says. It's not. Look at what's happening in Congo. People are dying from a mysterious illness. And some people are being killed because of religion. A mysterious illness in the northwestern Congo has claimed the life of more than 50 people in January, health officials have said. The disease outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo began in January 21st, and it has seen 419 cases and 53 deaths, though the causes behind remained unclear. It has also
It's clear and they just don't want to tell us.
maybe, or maybe they did it and they're doing a test because that's where they test. Oh, that's something I will probably get into it tomorrow. It has also not yet emerged whether the cases which have been discovered in 2 villages in the Congo's Equator province are connected, as the distance between them stretches over 120 miles. Some of the first victims were 3 children who passed away in one of the villages, Boloko. After they had eaten a bat. Here we go again. After they ate a bat. Yeah, just like COVID. They died 48 hours later. The Africa office of the World Health Organization confirmed on Monday, but no causal links between the bat and the outbreak has been confirmed. That's suspicious. The WHO involved in who? Doing who? The CFPB drops its enforcement lawsuits against Capital One's Rocket Homes and more. Alarm raises over legitimacy of Fire Festival 2 in an event that does not exist. He's did it again. That fire festival, and that guy set up a whole thing, and he said it was going to be this big old experience, right? Exciting experience at a festival, and nothing happened. There was no festival. There was no experience. There was only shitty tents and like a grilled cheese sandwich. That was it. Not when you pay like $5,000 for a ticket or something like that. It was a lot, yeah. Rose Giron, the oldest known Holocaust survivor, has died at age 130. Some guy wanted to kill all the Jews and threw them in a place, and he put gas in there, and then people's lungs would melt, and then they would die, or he would attach them to rockets just to test rockets and see what happened, or they would shoot rockets at people, at Jews. Yes, they did that. Rose Giron, the oldest known Holocaust survivor, has endured German-Japanese oppression but lived for 8 decades beyond the end of the World War II and has died at 113. The death confirmed by her daughter, Ria Benicasa. I don't even know why I'm reading this. I shouldn't even have read that because I really don't care. I don't know. That's why I'm saying. That's what I just said. Did you not hear the words that came out of my mouth saying, I don't know why I just read that? I really don't care. All right. Iowa gives final approval to a bill removing gender identity protections despite a massive protest. You know, these people are saying, oh, we're scared. They're taking away our rights. No, that's not what they're doing. They're not taking away your stupid rights that you think you should have. Well, you should have special rights just because you're a little confused on what you are? I mean, no. Iowa lawmakers become the first in the nations to approve legislation removing gender identity protections from the state civil code Thursday. Despite the massive protest by opponents who say it could expose transgender people to discriminations in numerous areas of life. The measures raised through the legislative, whatever the word is, process after first being introduced last week. The state senate was first to approve the bill on Thursday on party lines, followed by the House. Less than an hour later, 5 House Republicans joined the Democrats in voting against it. Damn it. Sorry, I clicked it. Yeah. This bill would remove, goddamn ads. This bill would remove gender identity as a protected class from the state civil rights law and explicitly defines female and males as well as genders, which would be considered a synonym for sex and should not be considered synonymous and shorthand expressions for gender identity, experience gender or gender expressions and gender roles. The measure would be first legislation action in the U.S. to remove non-discrimination protection based on gender identity. In Logan cases, directors and policy research and the Movement and Advanced Projects and LGBTQ minus times divided by rights think tank. Pretty good, right? That's good. Take that away. Cruel and thoughtless. Trump fires hundreds U.S. climate agencies. Quack, 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 quack. Well, nobody cares about other people getting fired until it happens to you. Cruel and thoughtless. But these people make a shitload of money doing nothing, so... The Trump administration has fired hundreds of workers at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the U.S. preeminent climate research agency housed within the Department of Commerce. The Guardian has learned on Thursday afternoon the Commerce Department sent emails to employees saying their jobs would be cut off at the end of the day other government agencies have also seen huge staffing cuts in recent years. The firing specifically affected probationary employees, a categorization that applies to new hires and those moved on or promoted into new positions, in which makes up roughly 10% of the agency's workforce. That's because those people never get fired, they just get promoted. The majority of probationary employees in my office have been with the agency for 10 years. See, doing what? Doing what? Just got new, and for 10 years or more, and just got new positions. Said one of the workers who still had their jobs and who spoke to the Guardian under the condition of anonymity for fear of reprisals. If we lose them, we're losing not just the world class work they do day by day, but also decades of expertise and institutional knowledge. Yeah. Also, if they would have just answered, what do you do every day, then none of them would have gotten fired. Maybe. I don't know. I wasn't there. Who cares? Sucks to suck. Like I said, it only sucks when it happens to you specifically. Pacifically. No, pacifically. No, pacifically. No, pacifically. A judge finds mass firing of federal probationary workers to likely be unlawful. Sorry, it's at will works. You're fired. Social Security Administrations could cut off 50% of its workforce. People are going to get paid. Trump's moves to suspend security clearance of lawyers at D.C. law firm helping Jack Smith. Why do they even have clearance? 11-year-old Akron student took his own life after repeatedly bullying suspension lawsuit says. Sucks. A racist chant at Missouri high school basketball game. Ooh, I want to know what it says. All right, hold up. Wait a minute. What are you doing? That's not what you're supposed to be doing. Parkview High School students' athletics with the Latino-sounding last name were reportedly taunted by the Joplin High School student section during the recent basketball games. An email Parkview parents sent by Joplin's officials obtained by the news leaders said multiple witnesses on February 25th game heard the taunt come from the Joplin student sections, including chants that they would call ICE on them at the end of the game. ICE stands for U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. The chant may have been immigration. The chant may have been a reference to the mass deportation of undocumented immigrants, including school-age children the President Donald Trump vowed to carry out if reelected. Dun, 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 dun. 8th graders who sat for the Pledge of Allegiance say teachers told her you should go back to your country.
Man, shut your...
Yeah, you should if you're not going to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. The fuck? The fuck? How are you going to be at a country that you have many opportunities and not have that fucking respect? Go back to your country. 14-year-old Danielle Calef said, see, at this, I bet you she's from Palestine or something with that last name, said that the experience with her teacher at the East Middle School in Plymouth has made 8th grade an anxious experience for her. I'm anxious. She said that it started January 10th when the Pledge of Allegiance started playing over the speaker. I decided I wanted to sit down because I didn't feel comfortable standing because of what's happening in Palestine. What did I say? After the pledge was over, the teacher addressed the class and said that anyone that was sitting down and was being disrespectful to soldiers to America should go back to their country. And the other said that after class, she went to the teacher to explain why she was sitting, but says the teacher spoke over her continuously, ultimately saying, since you live in this country and enjoy its freedom, if you don't like it, you should go back to your fucking country. Good. I went sobbing and I ran out of the room crying. She says she ran into a different teacher when the office counselor. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you live here. Why the fuck are you going to disrespect the place that you live? I mean, it's not wrong. You left the place that you're trying to say, oh, because of this and because of that. Because it sucked. You left it. It's not better. It just sucked. That's why none of us are the place where we came from. Oh, man, it took me out again. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Where was I? I don't even remember. Oh, here it is. This is retarded. No. Just that 8th grader who sat with the I'm crying. Mexico sends 29 cartel suspects to the U.S. to face charges, including the drug lord Rafael Caro Quintero. That's the El Señor de los Cielos. Virginia government Glenn Young King orders local law enforcement to assist ICE. Ooh, that is dangerous. She graduated from high school with honors, but can't read or write. Now she's suing. What? You can't read and write, but you graduated with honors.
That makes no sense. You have to read and write.
I'm not signing up to read that stupid art. It's CNN. It's fake news. Fake news. It's some news that the government pays them to say the news the way the government wants them to say it.
Wait, which CNN?
The only CNN there is. What are you talking about? Citigroup credited clients' accounts with 81 trillion before error spotted. The only thing that sucks that if you do that, they'll just revert everything, and if you use any of that money, they'll just take it away out of whatever you have. I think we might have read something about that. The U.S. judge halts Trump's administration calls for mass firing at agencies. See, but it's people who those jobs are not needed. You don't need to know if transgenders, monkeys, or what the hell, whatever that is. The case of German measles confirmed in San Antonio, a legacy traditional school. It's getting worse. School board fires cafeteria worker who collected donations to pay for his student lunches. What? Oh, school doesn't want people to pay for kids' lunches. That's fucking retarded.
So that's why they're serving worse food.
Because the superintendent gets a raise every year. That's why you get a shittier lunch.
And also basically because some schools also bought those pouches that seal phones.
Well, not here, but
Well, yeah, because
not here. So that wouldn't affect this.
well, yeah, I know, but like a bunch of other schools kind of.
Yeah, but that doesn't affect you, and we're talking about what affects you. An Alabama cafeteria worker has been fired for collecting donations to pay students' lunches. The Shelby County School Board decided to terminate Yvette Dunn following a hearing on the matter Tuesday. Officials said it was Dunn's dishonesty when she was questioned that their decision was based on dishonesty. The board members also said Dunn went out of bound of her job duties in asking for donations. In her testimony to the board, Dunn said she wanted to ensure no child went hungry. The district said no child has ever been denied lunch at the workers' elementary school. I made a mistake and I think I should be able to go back to my job, Dunn said. In my opinion, I think I should just have gotten suspended for 2 weeks, but I've been off since October. Well, she must have done something. She must have been keeping some of the money. We're going to say that. DOJ releases first phase of Epstein files, including evidence list. It's nothing that we didn't already read about, so it's not news. They lied to us again. They didn't give shit. It's everything. It's known already. Trump to sign executive order declaring English the official language of the United States of America. It's not the official language. It doesn't have an official language. But people assume it's English, but it's not. Skype announces it will close in May. No more Skype. South Carolina man killed by family members, shotgun booby trap, police says. Well, what is that?
Like where a bunch of motorcycle people drive and a bunch of people set up traps for them just to end up getting them killed.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. The U.S. Transportation Secretary announces plans to supercharge air traffic controllers training. Yeah, because all those transgender people and all those inclusions that you all wanted are not working. The U.S. terminates fundings for polio, HIV, malaria, and nutrition programs around the world. That's not really what's happening, but if you say so. Pope Francis has restful nights amid clinical improvement Vaticans. Who cares? It's part of the prophecy. He's going to die. The black pope's coming in, and then the end of the world. Wonk, 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 wonk. The black pope is bringing the Antichrist. Pope Francis, why is it always got to be the black pope? Pope Francis put on breathing machines. That's not true. Trump's supporters lose $12 billion as president's cryptocurrency coin collapse. You should have gotten that a long time ago. Jury finds Illinois landlord guilty of murder, hate crimes, and 2023 attacks on Palestinian American boy. Piece of shit. Iowa's governor signs a bill removing gender identity protections from the state civil rights code. Quack, 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 quack. Why don't people cry about it? Well, some people are. Trump's administration and Musk's Doge plans to fire nearly all CFPB staff and wind down agency employees, say. The U.S. border egg seizures up nearly 40% as prices soar. Yes, thank you, Biden administration, for killing all those chickens, and now we had to pay $40-$50 for eggs. The first quarter is on track for negative GDP growth, Atlanta Fed indicator says. Here we go. Texas missile cases rises to 146 in an outbreak that led to a child's death. Gene Hackman and his wife test negative for carbon monoxide after mysteriously found dead. Sucks. Yes, it definitely does. Luigi Mangioni's attorney says some evidence in Pennsylvania probe should be tossed because of an illegal search. Well, for the first time, Alabama's governor commutes a death sentence. Dun, dun, dun. The Trump administration retreats and fights against Russia's cyber threats. That's probably a lie. The U.S. Health Secretary Kennedy to send Texas 2,000 doses of MMR vaccine. What did you remember that was funny?
Trump spends more time golfing instead of being in the White House.
That's not true. That used to be true. No, it's not true this time. Tesla using Chinese solar panels at South Buffalo factory? What does that mean? No. It says Tesla using Chinese solar panels. I didn't read that right. Tesla using Chinese solar panels on Buffalo's plant. The Tesla factory of South Buffalo is built for manufacturing solar panels. Today uses solar panels on its roof made by a competitor in China. The fact state officials have reluctantly confirmed in response to a Freedom of Information request submitted by investigative post officials initiated refused claiming the identity of the manufacturer was a trade secret, but relented after an appeal filed under the FOIA lawsuit. What is that FOIA? It's a Freedom of Information. Tesla has recovered about one-third of the factory's roof with panels manufactured by the LONGi Green Energy Technology, a Chinese firm and one of the world's largest manufacturing of solar modules. It plans to cover the rest by the end of the year. Together, the panels will generate 7.5 megawatts of electricity. Tesla also reportedly uses LONGi solar panels at its plant in Austin, Texas. Friends of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa says couple Arakawa, that's it. Says couple were alive and well in recent meetings. CNN. Social Security Administration to cut roughly 7,000 workers. Maybe for good reason. Detroit woman suing police claim faulty facial recognition technology led to an unjust arrest. Mistakes were made that day, I guess. No, there were many were made because that lady got arrested unjustly. So, yes, there's a lot of mistakes. Zelensky embraced by Starmers as he arrives to talk in the UK because he didn't leave happy. I'll tell you what. UK pledges 2.26 billion to Ukraine as Zelensky says it will be used for weapons. Good. Other people can give them money. We'll just watch from here. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has met with Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer in Downing Street following his visit to the White House, where he got into a screaming match with Trump. Zelensky thanks Starmer for the support the UK has shown to Ukraine since the start of the war. He also confirms he will be meeting with King Charles tomorrow. During the Zelensky visit, King Charles of England, of the UK, or whatever that is. That weird stuff that they do over there. There is only one. No, there's only one. During Zelensky's visit to Washington, U.S. President Donald Trump accused him of gambling with World War III, sparking international reactions. And is that lie or is that truth? And no, it's true. That's what he's doing. Russia is recycling wounded troops, sending some to the front lines on crutches. That's gotta be a lie. Let's read that. Oh, it's CNN, of course. Russia is recycling wounded troops, sending some to the front lines. The Russian military is sending wounded troops on crutches back to the front lines to fight and redeploying soldiers with significant injuries to combat roles that struggles with growing manpower issues, according to videos and testimonies obtained by CNN. But CNN always lies with their crap. They always stage videos, like when all those prisoners got released from recently, I forgot where. They staged the whole thing about people being released there. So these people lie. Yeah, that was the other one too. The confinement and unbearable migrant described being held at Guantanamo. You were in jail? After Rocky's history, GSA shuts down. Another near-miss Citigroup mistakenly credited a customer account with $81 trillion. I'm telling you, even if they mistakenly give you money and you use that money, you got to pay for that money. Yeah. Cut to national parks and forests met with backlash. Musk Doji fires federal tech team, the bill's free tax filing site. Yeah, let's do something about taxes, right? David Johansen's frontman of New York's Doll dies at age 75. Well, I don't know who that is. FedEx flight catches fire after colliding with bird during takeoff from Newark Airport. Another bites, another one bites to dust. We should have a audio, but no, because that has a warrant. That has a yeah. I should say warranty. I don't know. Social Security has never missed a payment. Doji action threatens to interrupt of benefits. Ex-agency head says, yeah, what about all the other money that they're misusing? Smuggled sea turtle skull uncovered in Northern California. Poaching operations. Ooh, what a pooch. What a poocher.
Guys asking on YouTube, he said, "Hey, 2 Cent team, how do you guys not have more watchers? They must be suppressing your content."
Yeah, they are. Tell them they are. They are suppressing us. Every time I upload something, it only gets like 1 or 2 views for some reason.
Or do you want me to just not?
Well, I'm replying to them.
Yeah, I hate one.
Whatever they say. Not like whatever, but whatever they say, let me know. That's what I was gonna say. Anyways, the world's been in shambles. What'd you say?
We're in an hour right now.
Yeah. Uh. Gavin Newsom cracks down on homelessness in California. It's about time. Send them back to where they came from. Let's see. What's an unpopular opinion? Let's see if this is an unpopular opinion. Kids have no obligations to take care of their parents. That's an unpopular opinion. Yeah, I agree with that. All these flags are pretty cool to see. No, they're not. Only one flag should be flown. The fingernail tapping's the word. A hard surface things in ASMR videos are annoying. Yes, all ASMR videos are annoying. I hate when they talk like this and they're trying to tell us. Shut the fuck up. This for views. We don't even get views.
Apparently, ASMR is just for like autism.
Excessive laugh tracks and sitcoms are good. Put some laugh in this one. Excessive laugh tracks and sitcoms are a good thing. Yeah, it is a good thing. Is there sound in this? I don't think there's any sound in this. Play it again. Play the laughter again. It's good. Isn't it number one? Yeah. People who judge music based on the lyrics should just read poetry instead. I don't really listen to music. Orange flavor is the hardest thing to get right. Cherry is close to. I don't understand that. Reheated corn tortillas is better than the fresh ones. Ooh, I don't know. That's a tough one. What did they say?
They haven't responded yet.
Microwave scrambled eggs are nicer than Pam cooked. I don't know about that either. Living with other people is better than living alone.
I'm trying to see that profile.
Depends who.
I'm just trying to see that profile because one of my friends are named Jonathan.
Oh.
I just call him John for short.
Oh. Cheetos are better still. Oh, you're an animal. I don't even know what to say. Cheetos actually taste better when they have gone stale after being.
Letters are there.
What letters? Oh, it's already an hour. That's why. Leave it on. We're almost done. Sugar cookies are way better than chocolate chip. I think so. Plush blankets yarn is overused.
Yes.
I don't know. Most reality television is scarier and harder to watch than most horror films. I don't know. Depends what. Chimpanzees are fucking atrocious animals and are the worst exhibits in zoos and the worst subject of nature programmers. Programs? No, that one with the band of monkeys, that one's pretty good. People have low standards for the entertainment industry. They sure do. Dragon Ball Super is too light-hearted and messed up compared to why people love Z in the first place. I don't know what's talking about. Ooh. What? Oh, this is stupid. Production motorcycles will never look as sleek as cars. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. Yeah, I agree with that. Like people who use make bikes, like using different parts. Shrek is not funny. You, sir, you need to shut your mouth. Shrek is funny. We'll see if the fifth one is as funny. Sprite tastes better every other mainstream US than Eddie. What? Sprite tastes better than any other mainstream US. So Coke has been America's carbonated beverage of choices for decades. It's time we admit the truth. The bubbly caramel water doesn't come even close to the refreshing bite that you sip. A fresh Sprite, Same goes for Pepsi. Sprite is just not sweet like them and has a hint of lime taste, which is so refreshing and best. I will say, it's hard for any place to get the perfect combination of Sprite and carbonated water. Of the juice to get it right, the perfect combination, and it tastes perfect. But when they do, it tastes perfect. But when they don't, it just tastes a little weird. That's why you're saying, because you've never had a real good tasting Sprite when they get the combination right. The combination of syrup and
I just get that other one that has the logo as a lemon.
the Starry.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's okay. But I'm saying if they get the combination of syrup and the carbonated water, it's perfect. Stardust is the pricey. The Princess Bride should have never. Whatever. Pancakes aren't nearly as good as they hyped. Oh no, you need to shut your mouth. Pancakes are good. It says pancakes aren't nearly as good as they hyped up to be. Maybe in Canada, maybe that's why. You know why? That's why. Shut up. You don't get to. This person does not get to say anything. I live in Canada, and they are probably going to hang me for posting this, but they are insanely overrated. They are good, but only the top ones. You pour the maple syrup or whatever, and it's good, and then the rest of them just bland. See, that's why you're getting pancakes from stupid Canada.
And also, by the way, for some reason, you look a lot brighter.
Oh, because it reset the whole thing. We'll stop there. We'll read some more unpopular opinions later. Call it.
And also, by the way,
End it.